Hello, I'm Steve Knight. I'm the designer of the Stealth and Virtu series of office and engineering chairs. I'm going to show you today how to change the bushings on your Stealth chair. We have two different types of seat plates. The original seat plate I designed, which is a two-piece seat plate, this piece and this piece. It's denoted by having two attachment points here with bolts on the front and two in the back. If you have this type of seat plate, please call my office at area code 303-693-1104 and they'll tell you how to change the seat plate bushings in that version. So today I'm going to show you the latest version of our seat plate, which is a one-piece seat plate. The tools that you will need will include pliers or some type of crescent wrench, a 13mm box end wrench, and a 6mm hex wrench. The first thing we're going to do is remove the existing bushings from the seat plate mechanism. These suspension bushings are between the seat plate and the seat, and they allow you to have the full benefits, the health benefits of a fully flexible seat, a perfectly dynamic seat. So the first thing you would do is loosen all of the hex bolts that connect the seat plate to the seat plate mechanism by just unscrewing them with the 6mm hex wrench. They might be a little tight, but you can just use a little force on the hex wrench to loosen them up, take them off. Now once you get these off, you'll be discarding these, so you won't need to keep those. You can see I've taken the seat plate mechanism off the seat to show the old style suspension bushings. You will then take a pair of pliers or a wrench. They're just hand tight in the mechanism, so the wrench only needs to turn them just a little bit, spin them out. If one of the suspension bushings is torn, you can use the pliers to grab onto the bottom piece and turn it to get it out so that you have a seat plate, you have a seat without any suspension bushings in it. Now the new suspension bushings that you can get from our company, the new style will have pins on either end. You just take the suspension bushings and screw them into the holes in the seat. I am just making them hand tight. Once you get them hand tight, you can use your wrench to just apply a small amount of pressure to make sure that they are fully seated. Don't put too much pressure on it because you don't want to tear the bushings. Then you put the seat plate back on, lining up the holes. Now, on the standard size seats, you will use the inner holes for the seat plate bushings. And in this particular case, you will always want to start with the post nearest the height adjustment handle. You put the flat washer on, then you put a lock washer on, and the nut. The nut will be a little tight up against this bracket, so you want to start the nut and move the seat plate a little so that you can turn it all the way on. Now if that's too difficult, you can always use your wrench to tighten that nut. I always do this one first because it is the most difficult to access with the wrench. Now the second bushing post is here. I just repeat the process of a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut. In this particular case, I'm going to tighten this up. And you just want to snug these up. We will